We had an eventful week. I know. So Adonis and Anabelita, let me tell.
So Adonis and Anabelita's vaccines were due now in April. Now early April, I noticed both of them with lower appetite. Adonis biting things a lot with behavior that he had last time he needed a dental, and Anabelita has lost too much weight too. Now this week at the appointment, the vet confirmed gum inflammation on both kitties, so both need a dental. Adonis had an x-ray back in September, and at that point we could already see the remaining teeth were showing early fall. Not painful yet, but given the current symptoms and gum inflammation, he's likely going to lose all of his teeth at this upcoming dental.
And I know it sounds bad, but honestly, it's not really news to us. No, it's not. The vet told us, you're gonna eat better, less pain, you're gonna feel happier in the mouth. See? And also doing that now that he's 14, still bebé, yes, it's less complicated than doing it at 18, or 20, or 100. See?
Maybe that's a silver line. Anabelita's last dental was 2 years ago. She's got strong teeth, but yeah, she will also be taken care of.
Good kitty. So same week,
Adonis had a follow-up at the eye specialist, a routine recheck. His eyes are good, just a very tiny beauty mark. But at that same appointment, they also measured his blood pressure.
and then we got a new diagnosis. Hypertension.
His numbers were 185, 190, 200. That sets him at very high hypertension. While a test at the vet can show higher values due to stress, this was also accounted for this diagnosis. So now he is taking a little pill every morning after his insulin routine.
Don't taste it. Don't taste it.
And that night, I was learning that he could have gone blind overnight. But we got this, Adonis. See? And honestly, I think hypertension might have been the missing piece. It's treatable. We are already seeing improvements, and treating it can even slow down kidney disease progression. His kidneys have been stable, but anything helps.
So as I started learning about high blood pressure, I immediately panicked, wondering if Anabelita might also have this, since she also has kidney disease, stage 2. However, having kidney disease is not guaranteeing high blood pressure. And as I read more, she doesn't fit this hypertension profile.
And then David pulls out Anabelita's kidney medication, and we remember from reading on the label, it's also prescribed for high blood pressure. So the odds of her having high blood pressure while being on it, it's not really likely.
And as I read on low blood pressure, it sounded a little bit like her. She has been less sue-me lately and a bit extra lazy. This change is so gradual, has happened so slowly, not something we could notice without being forced to overanalyze. Then we realized her medication dose needed to get adjusted for her weight loss. And within less than 24 hours, we were so happy to see her appetite improved noticeably.
But the update doesn't end here.
Along with her health update, some kidney values are raising. This, combined with the weight loss and the dental coming up, we unfortunately have arrived to the time to start sub-Q fluids for her. A little bit of context, Adonis has been getting sub-Q fluids for his kidneys since around June last year. We've been doing it using the standard technique, and he really hates it, even if we do it as gently as we can. On his blood panel update, we saw his sub-Q fluids dose is helping his kidneys. Now getting back to Annabelle. To start fluids, it's ideal to check the heart first. So they have a cardiology appointment this Saturday, also to know anesthesia during the dental will be safe. Now, when I found out Anabelita would need sub-Q fluids too, I researched about an easier technique I heard about before, a butterfly syringe needle method. I heard about it when we first started with Adonis, but I was too overwhelmed at the time to absorb it. Well, now I am also overwhelmed, but as you know, Anabelita does not settle for anything standard. And to close this update, I am happy to report Adonis' glucose has been looking a lot better, only after a few days of hypertension meds. Now, better means different. So as we monitor his glucose, we might be finding less dramatic, unexpected rules. But yes, this has been a giant surprise. The beautiful numbers definitely are a silver line from this new diagnosis. He has even done some big zoomies here and there too, and a blood pressure monitor is arriving soon.
So it is a lot. High blood pressure news, sub-Q fluids for the queen, and dental surgeries coming up with a full extraction on the mix. But it doesn't feel like a crisis. It feels more like a learning curve. To absorb it all, it's heavy for me because they are my babies. But everything we found early. And everything that we're doing should make things better. Sometimes we fear diagnosis, but diagnoses actually are what get us to do the right next steps. So cardiogram is this weekend, and I'm also so grateful the vet has put up with all of my emails. We don't do anything without his green light.